Wish all of you a very good evening. So as you all can see, we are going to start with a few reasoning topics today. So the first topic that we are going to cover today is coding. Here comes the first question. Just solve it and try to answer this. Okay students, so let's discuss this. See, the coding which has been done over here is, students, before I tell you that, let me tell you a word. Just remember the word ijoti. It's a non-dictionary word, but it basically tells you to remember the positions of all the alphabets in the alphabetic order. I think you all know that there are 26 alphabets, and the position of these 5 alphabets, I have written it over here. E comes at position number 5, J is at position number 10, O is 15, T is 20 and Y is 25. Now similarly, if you could see carefully, students, C appears at position number 3, O appears at 15, U appears at 21, L appears at 12 and D appears at position number 4. Right? Now here, if the letter is having a position which is a single digit one, it is just represented over here. But if it has more than one digit, then the digits have been added so that it becomes a single digit. Right? So you can see coding for O becomes 5 plus 1, 6. For U becomes 2 plus 1, 3. For L also becomes 2 plus 1, 3 and so on. So in order to answer the question, you will see M is at position number 13, U is at 21, S is 19 and T is 20. So it will be 4, 3, 1, 2. So the answer will be 4, 3, 1 and 2. Is that fine, students? So have you all got this answer? Yeah, here the alphabetic position of the alphabets have been taken and it is represented through a single digit. If its real position is more than one digit, then the digits have been added until we get at a single digit. Right? Okay. So moving on to the next question. Answer this. Zenith, it is 9 plus 1, 10. Then 1 plus 0, again it becomes 1. You have to add unless it becomes a single digit. Zenith, I hope you have got it now. I am saying 9 plus 1 is 10. Now again 10 has 2 digits, which you should add again. That is 1 plus 0. And you finally get as 1. Unless it becomes a single digit, you will keep on adding the digits. Okay. So students, what about the answer to this question? Now you all can see here, the coding which has been overdone here is -1. The letter which appears before C is B, before O is N, before U it is T, before L it is K. Similarly, if you see the letter which will appear before M is L here. So before M it is L, before O this is N, before G this is F. You will check, verify all the options and it happens to be the third option. Okay. So moving on, this one. Zenith, you are talking about the question which is there right now. Just wait, let everybody give it a try. It's a tough question. I won't call it as a tough one, it's a different one. So okay, I think we should discuss it here. See students, carefully. Now here, okay, Shraddha wants to try. No, it is not second option. Yeah, Sumit says the answer is 3. Sumit, that is also wrong. Amit says there is a fourth option and that is the correct one. Okay, let's discuss it, students. See, I have written the code given. Now here, students, if you see, the code has been written in the other order. The code of R is S, A is B, G is H, R S, A B, N O, C D, E F, and the code of the letter F happens to be letter G. Now student, it is just +1 has been done, but the code of the first letter has been written at the last position. The code of the second letter is written at the first position and so on. Are you able to see that? Now it was this way, students. So it is R has got a code S, A, B, G, H, R, S, A, B, N, O, C, D, E, F, and the code of the first letter, very first letter, has been written in the last position. Okay, it seems a tough one, but actually so many times they write the code at the different positions to make the students confused. As I told, the question as such is not tough, it is just +1 has been done. I hope you all have got it. So should I move to the next one? Okay, this question. So just give this a try, students. No, Shraddha, that is wrong. So should we discuss it, students? Yeah, it could be second option, Amit. Okay, so I am discussing it, students. Now here, students, just try and see RST ABC IJK LMN. That is, the last letter code has been placed at the same position, and what has been done is +3 for all the letters. It is RST ABC, sorry, +2 has been done, right? IJK. Similarly, if you see, it is STU PQR EFG ABC KLM. Similarly, if you see the code of I, JK OPQ VWX ABC, and finally DEF. So which option shall become your answer, students? It will be choice number 2. So second option shall become your answer. I hope you all have got it. Jobanpreet has a doubt on this. Yes, tell Jobanpreet. You can see that the coding done is +2 only. For every letter, the code taken is the letter which appears 2 position after that, but leaving the last letter, all the other codes have been written in the reverse order. You can see here, else code is N written at the same position, RST ABC IJK. Can you see to it here? So this is clear to all of you. So let's move to the next question, students. This one. Please answer it. So all of you are getting the answer to be 1 here. So students, the coding which has been done here is random. That is, there is no logic that the examiner has applied for this. The only difference is that all the letters that you need in the word pillar have already been covered in the 2 words given, that is ripple and life. So you can pick the corresponding code of the letter R. The code of the letter R is 6. So you can see it has to end with 6. Letter E happens to be 2. So it has to be 26 in the end, students. You can see there are 2 options. First and third. Now the first letter P has got the code as 3. So that means third option gets rejected and the answer is choice number 1. Right? So do always keep in mind, students, that you are attempting a multiple choice paper. You don't have to necessarily find the code for all the letters given. We have to save as much of the time as it is possible. Right? So let's move on. This question, students. So all are answering it to be violet, and violet is called orange. So you're saying it to be third, yellow. Yes, students. Now the question, its concept is simple. We know the color of the human blood is actually red, right? And red is called yellow, and the matter ends here. Right, students? Surbhi or anybody else, Soumik, you're giving the answer to be second option, which is green. Surbhi says orange. Mind it, students, something which is red is called yellow, and the color of the human blood is red, and red we call as yellow. Matter ends here. It is not yellow that it will become green. It is something red, and red is called yellow, and matter ends here. Okay, I hope you're getting it, so it won't be transferred further. Yeah, that is the basic catch in such questions. Right? If you still have a doubt, Surbhi, try and see if I just add one more line in the end, that orange is called white. If I write here one more point, that orange is called white, you can see there, and it will become a vicious cycle. You will never able to answer it, because further you will start from the beginning, that white is called blue, blue is called red, and it will become a non-ending process. Okay, so something which in reality is red, red we call as yellow, and the question ends. Moving on, answer the next question carefully. So most of you are answering to be 1, and let me tell you, 1 is wrong. Please read and understand carefully. Yeah, good, Zinat, Shraddha, Aviral. Right, students, I hope you are comparing it from the previous question. There in the previous question it was called. Now this time it is means. So it will work other way around. We know a man basically sleeps on bed. So you want to convey bed. Now room means bed. and bed means window. So if you use the word bed, this you basically want to refer the word window. No, we want to refer the word bed, which can be derived, which is conveyed by using the word room. So your answer shall be choice number 5. I hope you all have got it. And just for your reference, I am showing you the previous question. Just for your reference. See, it was white is called, blue is called, yellow is called. And in this question, it is means. So means word works other way around and called works other way around. I hope you will be able to make the difference between the two. Okay, right students? So we are moving to the next one. This question. So, okay, so we shall discuss it, students. See, I think you shall be understanding by now. Just see the common digit 3 and see the common word. It is class. It is class. That means the code for the word class happens to be digit 3, but the question talks about the word caste. Mind it, you cannot answer it directly as there are two words still left, caste and there are two codes left, which is 5 and 8. So any of those two could stand for any of caste or and. So answer shall become choice number 5. It is clear to all of you. So moving on, students. It was just Jinat. The number common is 3 digit common. You can see here 3 यहाँ पे है, इसमें है, and the word common is class in this as well as in this, right? Because 5 and 8 there are two code numericals values left, Surbhi, and there are two words left, caste and. One is caste and the second is and. So any of those two could stand for any of those two words, and mind it, in such questions it is not the sequence that matters, because if we have to seek the sequence then we need not compare anything. Okay, ऐसे क्वेश्चन में सीक्वेंस से फर्क नहीं पड़ता है, आपको कॉमन वर्ड्स और कॉमन कोड्स को ही कंपेयर करना होता है. Is that fine, Surbhi? Zinat, you are okay with it? Yes, Zinat. Okay. This question. This has got a concept involved in this. Let's see how many of you answer it. So some of you are answering it to be second or 1 or 3. So shall we discuss it? Okay, let's discuss it. So students, first let me tell you a simpler method to answer this. I'll come at the logic towards the last part of this discussion of this question. Now see the positions of the alphabets. If you talk, F appears at position number 6, U at 21, L is 12, O is 15, O is 15, L is 12, W is 23, D is 4, E is 5, V is 22, R is 18 and I is 9. So students, if you see carefully, the sum of any letter's position plus its code position, they are always adding as 27. Can you see it there? 21 plus 6, 12 plus 15, 15 plus 12, 23 plus 4. I ask, can you all see that, students? The sum is 27. Now let's first answer this question. Now it is terminal. Now here, if you remember the word I gave you, that is ijoti, will help you to find the position. Now T appears at position number 20. So we need to add 7 in this to make 27, and 7th letter is G. E is 5, we need to add 22, 22nd letter is V. R is 18 has appeared, so it is I. 13 plus 14, 9 plus 18, 14 plus 13, 1 plus 26 and 12 plus 15. The code here is the option number 2. I hope you all have got it, students. Now students, let me add here one thing. What is actually being done is, that is a concept which will help you in certain other questions. Students, if I just talk about, say, 5 people, A, B, C, D and E. Now their positions are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 from the left hand side, and their positions are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the right hand side. And student, if you add their positions from left hand as well as from the right hand, you will see its sum always happens to be 6. So that just tells you when there are 5 people and you add their positions from LHS and RHS, that is left hand side and right hand side, they sum up to 6. Now we saw in this question that the sum of a letter and its code was always 27 for this. So that simply means what, students? That is F, which is the 6th letter from the left hand side, has a code which is 6th from the right hand side. That's why its position is 21st from the left hand side. Okay, now 12 plus 15, L is 12th from the left hand side. That means O will be 12th from the right hand side. That we can see from the sum of the positions, which will always be one more than the total number of alphabets. Alphabets are 26. That is the reason their sum is always coming out to be 27. Aviral, in order to answer this, I'll say straight, you just try to see if their positions sum happens to be 27, you also make the sum as 27 only. Hina, it will be for all such questions wherein for a 7th letter from the left hand side, you take a 7th letter from the right hand side, it will always be equal to 27. As I have given an example to make you understand, right? You can see A, B, C, D, their sum will always be 6. Zenith, in the first question I told you, Jyoti is basically a non-dictionary word which tells the position of 5 alphabets, right? Which basically help you to remember or recall the position of any of the alphabets. ठीक है? For example, जैसे मुझे आंसर निकालना है टर्मिनल के लिए, I only saw T stands at position number 20. In 20 I should add what to get 27? You can numerically say 7. Now the 7th letter I'll judge, E stands at 5th position, F at 6th position, so G will be at position number 7. Now after that it was E stands for 5th position number 5, 5 plus 22 makes 27, we know T is at 20th position, so U is 21, V is 22 and so on. Okay students? Okay, so let's move on. This one, you are getting the answer? So students, the coding which has been done over here is nothing but random. All the letters that you need in the word blame are already covered in mobile. So just take the corresponding code for the word, for the letter B. B's code is R. So that means if any out of those is answer, it is only the second one. Yeah. L has got a code as P. A has a code as F. M has a code as T and code as J. Now we have to find the complete code here students, because one of the options was none of these also. Had it been a value placed out here, we could have just taken few of the letters. Okay, because you can't see any other logic, Shraddha. So basically you should have an exposure to the different kind of 10-15 basic coding techniques that they use. Okay, so let's move on. Answer this. No, you can answer this question, Shraddha. Sumiran, for this question options are not given, and you don't have always options in life. So sometimes try to work without options. Should we check carefully? Most of you have answered it to be letter TA, that is star, and that is true. Just see, this month has 2 holidays and you have 1 holiday. These 2 sentences have only one word common, that is holiday, right? And see their codes, Jo ko so tali and asme take. It seems some Chinese has made this question, right? Now just see, the only common word was holiday and the only common code happens to be the word TA, right? So the answer is the letter, the word TA, students. I hope you all have got it. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, answer this, students. Zenith, we did the same question earlier. See the sentence, this month has 2 holidays, and the sentence you have 1 holiday. The only common word is holiday. The last question only, Zenith, it is in front of you. This month has 2 holidays and you have 1 holiday, have only one word common, which is holiday. And if you see the codes given, Jo ko so tali Asmetake. The only common code in that was the word ta, which becomes your answer. Okay. So we were talking about this. Some of you are not getting this question. Let me tell you, if I write a word here, apple. See, the letter A and letter E, how many letters are there between them? There are 3 such letters. And if you see the actual alphabets also, the letters between A and E are 3 only, that is B, C and D. So I can say the word apple, there is a pair A and E which have as many letters between themselves as in the actual alphabets. This is what the question is. Right, Hina? Now you take the word KLING given. Students, how you should approach is just look at the way I am approaching here. See, take the first letter and start counting the alphabets. K, L. You can see K and L are appearing simultaneously. In the actual alphabets also they appear simultaneously. Shraddha, A and E in the word apple have 3 letters between themselves. In the actual alphabets between A and E there are 3 letters only, B, C and D. So the question talks about this only, that find the pair of letters which have as many alphabets between themselves as in the actual alphabetic order. Okay. Now we were counting, so K and L, again count from K only, students. K, L, M, N. So it is K and N. Then no, then start from L, L, M, N. You can see L and N. Okay, then I, J, K, N, O, no. Then count it from the reverse order also, students. Reverse order. G, H, I. It is G, I. G, H, I, J, K. It is G and K. Then N, O, P, Q. No, I, J, K. It is I and K. So students, checked carefully. There are 6 such pairs. Hina, just tell me how many letters you can see in between K and N. Just see the word KLING. K और N के बीच में कितने लेटर नजर आ रहे हैं हिना आपको? K और N के बीच में आपको L और I 2 लेटर्स नजर आ रहे हैं. एक्चुअल अल्फाबेट में K और N के बीच में क्या होता है? K और N के बीच में L, M 2 ही लेटर्स होते हैं एक्चुअल अल्फाबेट में भी. So this means K and N is such a pair which has as many letters in between the word as in the actual alphabetic order. Right, students? Answer this. Students, just try and see 18th letter from the right hand side and 7th to the right. So shall I solve it? Okay. Now students, just try and see here. Amit, I think we should solve it because I have to cover 2-3 more topics. So let's not delay that. Say students, if you take the 18th letter from the right hand side, just agree the way I am referring to the screen. See, if you count like this and you come at the 18th letter, whichever this is, and then you move to the right hand side of the same by 7 letters, can you see from the letter you will reach at which position, students? From the right you will reach at a letter which will be appearing at the 11th position. Is that okay with all of you? It is just you count that way to 18 and then you move backwards by 7. Right? Now 11th from the right hand side. Before answering this, I'll ask you, as we learned in that 27 question, we know there are 26 alphabets. So 11th from the right hand side will occupy which position from the left hand side? 11th from the right hand side will occupy which position from the left hand side? Students, you just subtract 11 from 27 and reach at 16. This means the letter which will acquire 16th position from the left hand side shall become your answer. Right? Now 16 from the left hand side, students, but mind it, the first half of the alphabetic series is reversed. But per chance the question becomes simple because first half will only involve the letters from 1 to 13. So that means after 13 all the other letters will appear in their usual sequence. Now which letter appears at position number 16? It is letter P, so that will remain at position number 16. Right, students? Aviral, you can see the recording later on. I think it is better if we cover a few more questions rather explaining it again. See, students, 18th from the right and then 7th to its right would basically means 18 minus 7, 11th from the right hand side, 1. 2. 11th from the right hand side occupies which position from the left hand side? We subtract 11 from 27 and we reach at 16. Now we have only reversed the position of first half of the alphabets, that is 1 to 13, and the letter which is appearing at the 16th position will be the usual 16th letter, which is letter P. Okay. Now moving on, students, and going to please write the name of those videos or you can read it later on. Students, these are 3 videos we have made on coding only. So it is coding basic, coding advanced and coding sentence based. Mind it, all those have been made available in your accounts. In case you face any problem, you can write the non-availability at admin@hitbullseye.com so that you can go through the questions on coding in a more detailed manner. I hope you all have noted, or you can see to it later. Should I move on? Okay, these are the 2 tests online which you can practice over here. Then is series we are starting with the first question. So students, just see the difference in this case. The difference between the terms happens to be 27, 64, 125. I hope you all can see these are what kind of numbers? It is 3 cube, 4 cube, 5 cube, so 6 cube, 7 cube, 8 cube. Now in order to answer, you have to add 9 cube in this, students. Now 9 cube is 729. Just see carefully, the unit digit of all the options is different. So just try to find the unit digit by 9 plus 9, this is 8. So answer shall become your 4th option. Right, students? So seeing option always helps and we can answer the question quickly. Moving on to the next question. Is it okay? Okay. Answer this. Zenith, it was perfect cubes which have been added. The cube of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and after that you need to add the cube of 9. So just see the position of alphabet, students. J you have left, K and L taken M. Now you leave N and O, it will be P, then Q and R, S, T and U, V. Last letter K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W. Now just see the numerical value, students. It is 1526, that is plus 6. Now it is plus 6 numerically. After that we don't know, but finally you can see here it is plus 12. So that means increasing, the addition has not been done in the normal order, it has to be increasing. So you can see the coding or the value here, it is plus 6, plus 8, plus 10, plus 12 makes the sense. So if you do plus 8 in 21, you get 29, then it is plus 10, plus 12, it gets verified. Answer is choice number 3. Got it? Yes, students? Okay. Now please solve this question. Yeah, any answers? There are 2 approaches, students, you can apply here. One is you can take up the difference which you might find to be the higher values and you might find that to be the tough. Students, this is actually, you can say, based on the cubes. Again, if you see 232, it is 6 cube plus 16. Can you tell me how much is the 6 cube? 216. Then 360 is 7 cube plus 17. 530 is 8 cube plus 18. It is 9 cube plus 19. It is 10 cube plus 20. So your answer will be 11 cube plus 21. It is 1331 plus 21. Answer is 1352. The question coming in the mind of some of you students that you should remember cubes, definitely. You must remember the cubes up to 20. you will see that in series mostly the questions which appear will be based on squares, cubes, prime numbers, so you must remember those. Okay, I hope this is clear. Amit, you have to practice it more, only then you'll get to know. See, but talking in general, if you talk, the questions in series will be based on squares, cubes, prime numbers or differences. These are the 4 or 5 basic types, right? And minded, let me tell you, for each of the topics you must have practiced some 50-60 questions so that you get to know what kind of question is being involved, what kind of logic is involved in that. Only then you will be able to crack it. Okay, so let's move to the next question. Please answer this, students. See, students, here this time you can see the numbers are increasing exponentially. Let me give you a clue. How will I approach this question? You can see here numbers initially are smaller, then they are rising at quite a bigger rate. Now what I see here, 101 becomes 600. This is roughly 6 times. The bigger numbers give more ideas in such cases. Then 600 into 7 is roughly 4200, students. So this is roughly 7 times. So the logic is somewhere of multiplicating with into 6, into 7, maybe into 5, into 4. Now try to judge the values. If you do 6 4s are 24. In order to get 21, what you need to do after that? Minus 3. Then into 5, 21 into 5 is 105, minus 4 gives you 101. 101 into 6 is 606, minus 5 gives you 601. Then 601 into 7 minus 6. So answer shall be 4201 into 8 minus 7. Just try to see the unit digit only and you can answer it. It will end with 8 after the multiplication, and subtracting 7 means it will end with the unit digit of 1. So with that only you can answer the question to be first option. Okay, students, I hope this is clear to you. After that, this one, that's perfectly okay, Viral. I'll suggest you to go through the video later on. Yeah, good luck. So students, let's solve this question. Now here 3 is 2 square minus 1. 16 is 4 square minus 1, a missing term. Then 8 square minus 1, 10 square minus 1, 12 square minus 1. So can you judge the missing term now? Would it be 6 square minus 1? So the answer shall become here 35. Okay. So again you can see it's a question entirely based upon perfect squares. I hope this is clear to all of you. This question, students, I have to cover 1 or 2 more topic after this. So I'm using some relevant questions. Okay, Amit is answering to be the first option. So moving on, students, let's answer this, discuss this. As you can see in the first question, it is plus 9. Then it is plus 15. Then it is plus 21. Can you see some pattern? Then it is plus 27. Then it is plus 33. So you all can see there the difference is increasing by 3 every time. You need to add 39 and 108 to get the answer as 147. I hope this is clear. Simple question comparatively. If I take your logic to be true, DJ, what will appear after that? We were talking about this question. 3 into 4. Yeah. 3 into 4, 3 into 9, 3 into 16, then 3 into 25. It is not plus 2. Just check, DJ, but you can definitely apply the logic here. That is very much applicable, right? And then this Sumiran says can be done by multiple of 3, but Sumiran just see all the given 4 options are multiples of 3 only. Okay. So students, we were doing the next question here. The last question on series. Answer it. So here the logic which is applicable, no Surbhi, that is wrong. The logic applicable is 1 cube plus 2. It is 2 cube plus 2. It is 3 cube plus 2. 4 cube plus 2. 5 cube plus 2. And answer is 6 cube plus 2. Now 6 cube happens to be 216. Your answer happens to be 280. Yeah, DJ, with the difference approach, we can definitely, with the difference approach. Students, okay, this being the last question of series, let me refer one more approach you can apply here. See, the difference approach most of the time will give you the answer. It might not be the direct difference. See, the difference here is 7, 19, and then it is 37, and then it is 61. Now you cannot get anything from this, then take up the second differences, students. See here, this is plus 12, this is plus 18, this is plus 24. Now you need to have plus 30. If you add 30 here, you get 91. Adding 91 into 127 will give you 218. Right, students, this is for the reference of all of you, that sometimes you are not able to find the logic. You can apply the difference. So many times from the first difference you don't get anything, but you can take the second and the third difference and you will be able to get a clue. Okay, so this was it on the series. So just see the name of the videos you can go through from this. The two videos we have made, basic and advanced. I'll suggest to go through both the videos. In case you have any difficulty, you can refer or mail us at admin@hitbullseye.com, students. And now we just have to touch one or two more smaller topics. You can write or go through these tests also on alphabetic and numerical series. Okay, so students, we are doing these direction questions. So just solve the first question based on directions. You all shall know the way we represent the directions. It is east, west, north and south. So man started from point A, went 8 towards north, will take north to be upwards. Took a right turn. Person going northwards will have a right turn towards the east side, covers 3 km, then takes a left turn and moves 5. Finally he takes a right turn, went 11 kilometers and reaches the point B. The question is, point B is in what direction? So students, he started from A, he reaches B. Can you tell this is in which direction? Jobanpreet, Zeenat, just see carefully. Yeah, it is upwards and it is towards the right hand side. So it is northeast. Answer this. Man leaves his office from his house, walks towards east and covers 20. He then turns south and walks 10. Then he walks 35 kilometers towards the west. Always make it a point, students, so that you equate 20 with this initial 20. He reaches here after covering 35. Further 5 towards the north. So he covers 5 towards the north and turns east and walks 15. Now here he turns east and walks 15. So this 15 gets nullified. Out of this 10, 5 have been nullified. So how much is this distance from his initial and his final position, students? It will be 5. I hope it is clear to you. Yep, very nice. Moving on, this one. Now Radha moves southwest, as I told you the difference. Southeast, sorry, so north, south, east, west. So she goes this way, covers 7. Now towards west and travels a difference of 14. She reaches here. Now northwest, a distance of 7, and finally moves a distance of 4 towards east. Now this was 14 here, students, so this means complete distance from here will be 14. Now this 4 has been traveled, so how much is this distance be? This will be equal to 10, which is given in choice number 3. Okay, that's fine. Answer this, students. Check it carefully. Now it runs 20 towards east, turns to right, covers 10, right covers 9, and then again turns left, runs 5, then turns to left. Now its left will be towards this side, runs 12, and finally turns to left and runs 6. Now the 6 is given here, students, and see the question. the question was talking about in which direction the rat is running now. So it is towards the north. Okay, I hope direction sense is clear to you. One more last question on directions. So the person starts from point A, travels 3 eastwards to reach B, turns left and travels thrice the distance. So left of this will be towards north. It covers 9, reaches the point C, again turns left and travels. Now left of C is towards the west side, 5 times the distance of A and B, 3 5s are 15. We cover the distance 15. So students, as I told earlier, you can equate the 3 with 3 here and 12 this way, and reaches the final destination D, and you have to find the shortest distance between the starting point A and the destination D. Now students, just see here, if you join these lines, can you say this is 9, and this you can see here is already 12, because we did it side by side, and you want to find this distance. So can you see here students that you will have Pythagoras applicable over here. So it is 9 square plus 12 square, it is 81 plus 144, 225, and square root of the same is equal to 15. So this 15 shall become your answer. Okay, Chobanpreet, you can see I have made the figure here. Tell me anything which is not clear to you. Yes, C to D Joban, he travels a total of 15. So what we did is we made this 3 of A to B equal to this 3, and the total was given to be 15. So further he would have traveled distance to be 12. Okay, right students, after that the questions on relations. You will definitely have more class enough, but not on the same topic. So students, this question, this is the last topic, relation. We only have to do 2-3 questions on the same. So students, there are some continuous things, some standard things we use for blood relation questions. I think that's better if I convey those to you. For example, you always put a plus sign for a person you know is a male. You always put a minus sign for the person you know is a female. When you represent same generations, students, same generation, I think you all can understand, same generation we will represent horizontally. Are father and son 2 people of the same generation? No, they are not, right? Brother and sister are 2 people of the same generation. Husband and wife are 2 people of the same generation. And uncle and nephew are 2 people of different generations. And whenever you represent different generations, it is to be represented vertically. Besides that, people who represent a relationship of siblings, that is brother or sister, you can put a single arrow. People who represent relationship of spouses, that is husband or wife, you can put a double arrow, so that there is no confusion. Now talking about this question students, A is given to be the wife of S. So A is a female and she is given to be the wife of S. So S is a male. And S is given to be the son of Q. S is the son of Q. Minded, that does not tell us anything about the gender of Q, but Q belongs to one generation above S. And finally, S is given to be the son of K. I spoke the name wrong. And K is given to be the wife of R. So K is the wife of R. So we put a minus sign with K and a plus sign with R. So it's made a family tree. Which of the following is not true? K is the mother of S. You can see it is. R is the husband of K. You can say it is. S is the daughter of K. No. S is the son of K. A is the wife. Yes. S is the son. Yes. So the answer is choice number 3. Okay students, you all have got it. We'll do 1-2 more questions of other type. Answer this. A person tells his friend, yeah DJ, thank you so much for the same. A little bit of appreciation from your side will definitely help us to do better and better in this. If you have seriously like the session students, the videos which I have advised, which you'll be able to see later on, if you go through that, you will be perfect in almost every area. Now there is a limit what we can provide in terms of the number of classes through online sessions, but we have made separate videos for each of the sessions, and surprisingly the areas we discussed today, the series, coding, all the areas videos I have showed personally. You can go through that and they will be really helpful to you for preparing the reasoning section. That's great, DJ. So students, in this question, a person tells his friend she is a granddaughter of the elder brother of my father. If my father or your father you place here, now this is you and here comes your father. Now she is the granddaughter of the elder brother. Now who is the elder brother of your father? It is your uncle, your Tayaji, your uncle, and she is the granddaughter. Just try and find the relation. Your uncle's granddaughter, so there will be one generation here, the person who will be your cousin, and then it will be his or her daughter, right? Because she is the granddaughter of the elder brother of your father. So how is the girl related to this man? So how is the girl related to you? If it is your cousin's daughter, you will be an uncle to her and she will be niece to you. So it is the first option. Okay students, moving on, answer this. The last question of the day. She is the daughter of my grandfather's only son. So she is the only daughter of my grandfather's only son. Vipul said this. Now Vipul's grandfather. So if you talk about the Vipul's perspective, so here you'll have Vipul's father, here it will be Vipul's grandfather. She is the daughter of my grandfather's only son. If it is my grandfather's only son, it must be represented by your father and she is the daughter. Now a male saying this, Vipul saying this about his father's daughter. So the daughter of his father is obviously sister to Vipul, but the question is how is Vipul related to the girl? So Vipul will be brother to that lady. So answer shall be the second option. Students, I hope this is clear to you, right? So these are the videos on direction sense as well as on blood relation, students. You can go through those. It will be really helpful in cracking the reasoning section of the various exams you are going to take. If you are not able to find any video, you can mail us at admin@hitbullseye.com, and these are the tests which you can take up. This will give you more and more practice, right? So thank you so much students. You all have been a wonderful audience and students. I hope this lecture have done some value addition to your capabilities of the reasoning section. Jobanpreet, all those videos we have at hitbullseye.com. Yeah. Okay guys, best of luck. I'll see you again next Tuesday with a few more topics, and Sunday session will be taken by Khurana sir as we did last time. Right. Thank you so much.